everyone, what's up? Curtis Lambert of Breaklight Productions here, coming at you with another reaction. This one recommended by some of you lovely subscribers. Voice of Baceprot, God allow me please to play music. Now, you know, ever since I started listening to Voice of Baceprot, I've had so many people recommend the rest of their music videos, checking out their live performances, etc. I'm super keen to basically go through their whole official music video list. So here we go with number 3. Let's jump on into it. Shape. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. That's very shiny outfit.
Many perceptions have become toxic. Why today?
Okay, so we've got some little like animation effects happening here and there. Stitching together frames, nice. And the brightness of that red, like, because everything else had no... Damn. Ah, so that lyric was something we saw on the first music video I reacted to. It was on one of their battle jackets, and I remember people saying everything on those battle jackets was like from songs of theirs. Okay. Yeah, so these effects are really interesting. Like, the two we've reacted to so far were very like, basically like, sure they had effects, but it was much more like realistic. This is like effects on steroids. Damn, this is some like reggae. That's really cool. Loving the shots of the TV, the messaging, the photos, I presume, maybe are real victims. So that, some of that fire looks practical, like on that frame. Yeah, that's practical, which is cool. The sides are fake, like the two streams along the floor. But that honestly doesn't matter. I'm loving the red hijabs with the sort of flourishes in the costume. Like, it really stands out because the rest of it being mostly like black clothing, that really stands out. Oh, that's cool. Damn, that image is metal as fuck, yo. I love... Oh, okay. So is that like an album cover? I guess so. That's awesome. All right. Wow. God, every time I react to one of their music videos, it's so different, and I've got so many different things to talk about. All right, so from the top, let me just chuck this on mute. So like I said, this one was effects on steroids. But unlike a lot of other music videos we've reacted to where too many effects can take away from the message, from the purpose, and just make something like an incoherent mess, this didn't feel that way. This felt very like they were constantly being used, but not like over the top of each other, and not without giving you some like breathe-in moments. Like, you know, we've got the band looping in on itself. That's very simple to do. And like, and just like, and a cool effect that you just create by like, you know, stitching. If you keep the same movement, you could just stitch, you know, shots together, you know, without it becoming like too disorientating. All of the costuming, like I said, the red hijabs with the sort of red flourishes in the costume, loved it. Like, it's because it's so vibrant from everything else in the location and costuming. But I also love, like, they've got the little like crown and it looks like fully silver sequence like hijab with like, yeah, the whole outfit, which is fucking cool, that the it looks like the bassist is wearing. And then you've got like the little, you know, the little cartoon sort of pop-ups that sprint out of the guitar and stuff. That's dope. Again, it's not overused to the point of like, oh my god, what's happening? It's very clean, it's very minimal. And then you've got stuff like the fire hand, the angel winds. Again, it's not overused, and I'm sure, as we've sort of seen with previous music videos I've reacted to, that there's a clear purpose behind them. Obviously, when I do these reactions, I don't read the lyrics. You know, and with the song, I don't pay attention too much to it, because at the end of the day, I am a music video director. I'm more interested in what I'm seeing visually than, you know, oh, is this song, you know, catchy or whatever. I will say there was a bit where it was like very like almost like reggae, which was fucking cool. And I should also say that I did like the song. It's just, as I say, I'm someone that's more focused on the visual elements and storytelling happening. But I love, you know, as I said earlier, give your effects breathing room. And I love that around the 40-second mark, you've been hit by all these effects and like stitching shots together and flaming hands and angel winds and all of this. And then it's just a shot of the drummer, like, you know, going 1, 2, 3, and then like putting the sticks up, and it just like stays there for a while and then gets back into it. Like, the fact that they give you those moments to breathe is why this works, when other musicians with music videos that use this many effects fail, you know. Now, obviously, I don't know how much the band themselves are involved in the video making process, but, you know, clearly whoever they hire to do them, like, knows, like, how to make it work, and it's really, really cool to see. But yeah, the costuming, the location, lighting is very simple. It looks like we've got maybe like a top light up above coming down onto them, but then also some backlights just bringing out the sort of giving a bit of shape to them and separation from the shadows of the background, which yeah does its trick. The TV's super fucking cool. So I'm just trying to like read what they, because when the video's going, it's quite like hard to read it all right there and then. But we've got here emotional abuse is still abuse. Amen to that. I wish for a world free from sexual harassment. Stop changing people's names just because you can't pronounce them. I think that says pronounce. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's awesome messages, and I love how it's told. It's not just like a word per screen. They're all like broken up, and then you have these images of women who I don't know the context of. Maybe they're just like, because they're clearly holding the signs that these things say, but I don't know if they're just like actors or if they're people who have actually been like, victims, like real life people basically. Either way, I think it's dope, and it gets the message across, and it's chosen and used at very specific and cool times. I love the fire. Again, the fire on that frame is real. I think the fire on the floor is fake. But with that said, it's not done to the point of like, oh, it's obviously fake. So maybe it is real. It's just, yeah, like it just looks, I guess, it looks a little less real than what's on the frame. But that could just be like, that could just be how it is. And like, if it is fake, I don't think it detracts from the look of the shots. I think it still looks fucking phenomenal. They've also put a tiny bit of screen flicker, a tiny bit of grain, and I would dare say some artifacting as well, which just adds to this sort of film-like emulation that you sort of feel when you're watching this. Like, you could just in fact, I saw a bit of artifacting just then, and that isn't noise. That is specifically artificial active artifacting that has been applied on top. As for the film flicker, you could just, if you look at sort of the floor in particular, you can see it's sort of going that is, yeah, that's artificial. That's not like a light freaking out. We got a bit of overlay action as well. Again, super easy. We've seen this in previous music videos in other bands. It's just taking a shot, putting the opacity down, and then warping it around, or overlaying it over the top and just making a small adjustment. Yeah, super cool, and it gives it that like dreamlike effect, which is awesome. Yeah, all in all, fucking, again, this band, such unique and different videos from like each one I see is so different and gives me so much to like talk about. That like this, I don't know if it's they get the same person to make the videos each time, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me because there's a very clear like there's a style but also like a professionalism to deviate the style into, okay, well with this one we're going to put a lot of effects on there but we're not going to overwhelm people. Okay, with this other one it's going to be like more just the band performing live and walking around Paris, but we're still going to make it feel punk, yeah. This is great. Like I honestly adore this group, and yeah, I really hope they do come back to Australia for another tour, because I would love to see them live. I reckon it would be great fun. And yeah, thank you all so much for recommending more of this band to me. If there's any other bands you want me to react to, please comment them below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.